Hey guys, this is another vlog that Dario is creating. I just had some things that have been on my mind that I want to share with people that I find is going to encourage them. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm here. The first one I did was about finding passion and ambition, and this one's going to be about dealing with anxiety. I think we all deal with anxiety in some form or the other. And it can come from different things. It can come from relationships. It can come from struggles. It can come from from the workplace. It can come from anywhere. So I just want to talk about some things that help me with my anxiety and that can maybe help you. So to start off, when I feel anxious, the first thing I usually do is I just think things in my head that I shouldn't be thinking, like, oh, if this happened, this would happen, or if this happened, this can happen. And I think the best thing to do is stop thinking that, like stop assuming the worst out of things, because most of the time it's not that and you're over exaggerating. The second thing that I find can be helpful is when you're thinking too much things, is try to be around people. Like, I know that sometimes for me, especially me, is like, I don't like labeling myself, but I think I am introverted, and I don't like being around people too much. I like being around people, but at the same time, it's just for a short period of time, then I have to be by myself. So I find that being around people, even though when I'm feeling insecure and anxious, and I'm an introvert, is helpful for me, because I get to see, okay, hey, like this person's feeling good, and that feeling kind of rubs off on you. So being around positive people really help when you're anxious and insecure. Another thing is that I find really helpful is good communication. Like, for me, an example for me and my wife. If I'm feeling insecure about something and I'm talking to her and we're dealing with a situation, I want to make sure that I have good communication. Of course, I'm not raising my voice. I'm being positive. I'm not trying to talk down to her. I'm just trying to be level. And I find that when I do that, I feel more secure, and we're being truthful. Not just lying to each other, cursing each other out. Like, we want to be positive, and I find that if that's an insecurity in our relationship, that makes it more calm. But that's something that I find that with my insecurity in my relationships helps a lot, is good communication. Another one I can think of, maybe just about employment and your job, or insecurity about, I don't know if I'm going to stay here, or I don't find my purpose in my work. I think another one is to remember to obviously work your hardest and work your butt off, because you shouldn't be feeling anxious if you're doing the best possible job you can. And if you are, then there's nothing else. Like, if you lose your job, you lose your job. Like, you put your all out there. And some people feel anxious about, oh, I don't know, like on a daily basis, I don't know about this job, I don't know how long it's gonna last. Like, just remember that all you can do is work your hardest, and what the results are going to be is what the results are going to be. So, take courage in that, and just remember that working hard, produces. It's not just you're working towards something, unless it's something that it's not right. Of course, right? You could be doing bad things, but when you're working hard, you shouldn't be feeling insecure about an end result. Is what I'm trying to say. Those three things are kind of like what have been in my mind. A lot of insecurity and anxieties that I go through could come from, oh, I don't know how this person feels about me. Like, more relationships and people stuff. Like, I just feel like a lot of anxiety, that's for me personally, but other people, it could be material things. Like, I feel insecure because I don't have this thing, and I'm anxious to buy this thing, or I don't have enough money for it, but I really want it, like a new phone. And I think you just have to remember what you have. Like, I try to look at the best. I try to be appreciative of what I have, instead of trying to get the next thing that's even better. Because, say there's a new phone coming out, and I want to buy that phone, but I also need to save money. I can't just go ahead and be, adventurous, if you want to say, or naive and just buy something that I obviously is not going to be beneficial for me and me saving. So I think, like, you know, there's obviously things that we can do that can kind of improve our you know, anxiety can kind of, you know, and being naive can kind of hinder you from doing those things, or feeling insecure and feeling anxious. Like, for me, as if I really want something, I will go ahead and buy it. And my wife knows me the best. It's like, if I feel anxious about something and I really want to buy some new equipment or some, you know, something, sports memorabilia or whatever, like, I will go ahead and buy it, and I will not let nothing stop me. So that's something I need to work on. I can be really anxious about that, but that's just what I think appreciating, especially in a first world society. We don't appreciate the things that come to us and are for us. But yeah, those are the things I wanted to share. I think number one for me is how to deal with anxiety properly is just to remember the good things that you have. Be appreciative for all the good gifts that we have here in a beautiful world, and be thankful for everything. And another thing that would really help me is being thankful. Being thankful, one of them. Two of them being proper communication and treating people right, and not being selfish. I think a lot of times we can think about ourselves more than we think about other people, and that can create some anxiety and make you feel insecure. But yeah, those are the three things. There's also things that I can maybe mention on later if somebody wants to message me about it. But those are the things that I think really, really make people feel anxious, or me personally, I want to say. But also, yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully those things help people out, or you guys out, with your struggle with anxiety and insecurity. I'll also be sharing some more things in the future that can maybe help some other people out as they continue to move through life. And I just want to kind of be an encouragement to people, because I feel like I have positive things to say, and I would be being negative or, you know, not using my gift to encourage people if I just kept this to myself. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And you know, if you like it, like the video. If you don't, that's okay too. I still love you. But yeah, thanks for taking the time, guys, and we'll see you next time.